So this is going to be a quick one. I just want to touch bases with you guys and just mention that if you're starting out on this and you don't necessarily think that you're dealing with a narcissistic personality type, this has come up in the last couple of days where some people are entering into this and they're thinking, you know, well, I'm not dealing with one of these toxic types. And they're making decisions and they're putting themselves at risk by not basically seeing what's going on and then protecting themselves. So one thing I just want to say is if you're starting out on this and you're not sure, or if somehow this information keeps popping up and you're like, well, this doesn't pertain to me, we're working this out fine. I mean, we're talking and we're going to have a decent, you know, an amicable divorce. Just keep in mind that one of the strategic tricks that a narcissist will do is they will pretend to do that and then slam you at the worst possible time, typically at court, or typically whenever it's at the last possible moment and you're trying, you know, you're left basically reeling because you weren't anticipating it. I've seen this happen a lot, time and time again, and I'm actually, not directly, but so there's a couple of subscribers that are going through this, or they're having friends going through this where they're thinking that one thing's happening and then it's slowly starting to pivot into a toxic situation, and you need to be prepared for it. You need to have your eyes opened. You need to make sure you have your ducks all lined up so that way, I mean, if it doesn't happen, that's fine, right? If you go to court and you guys are able to stipulate an agreement and everything's fine, that is outstanding and that's perfect, and I hope that works out. But you should also be prepared in case things go wrong so that you're not blindsided. The last thing you want to do is end up in court and find out that there's this huge story that's being set against you, and you find out about it while you're standing, you know, sitting there in front of the judge. What'll happen if that happens? If you're blindsided, more than likely your ex will say, well, I didn't really want to do it, but my attorney said to do it, or my friend said to do it. They'll come up with some excuse to try to mitigate their culpability in this. And it's all a trick. It's all a trick. It's all a trap. And you need to be prepared for it. So make sure that you're just ready. So in case something happens, you don't get yourself into a bind. If you're starting out on this, I would highly recommend, I'll put a card up in the top there, the video I did with Alex Falcone, The Proper Person, and the Cordell interview I did where they talk about how to focus on actions and stuff. I would make sure you have everything lined up for a battle in case it happens, so that way if they come in and they go, oh, slam some stuff down saying you're a horrible person and abusive and all that stuff, that you have your own pile of information and you're not just sitting there shell-shocked. So on that, if you have some other advice for people who are starting out, please put that in the comments below. Plus, I'd love to hear your techniques and how you're dealing with this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. And I'll chat with you on the next video. Take care. Bye.